to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Peach State. Welcome to Georgia, where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, just west of downtown Atlanta. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons.
Here are your Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, really would. I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rapping, pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers, pay my bill. All the on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed
The
some.
kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And off we go here in Atlanta. Jamal Agnew now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Well, Falcons come out there led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
First down throw there is incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that will lead to a second down.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
On second down, here's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Escaping to his left. He'll try and get there on the ground.
That's good for Falcons. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on third and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Now Penix on third and long. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So on fourth down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. Trey Palmer deep for Tampa Bay. Now fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. Able to slip one tackle, but not another. Will be fortunate to get this one back to the line of scrimmage.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first point of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10.
Forget about that. Hands up in the sky, and we keep getting the magic down that you cannot deny. We're growing up.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup play. Christian Izien there to bring him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7. They'll go play action now with Penix. Moving left. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
3rd down, 3 to go. From the gun, here is Penix. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
He'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Buccaneers offense are now ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They were 3 and out first time around. They'll begin anew here in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Mayfield. Open man, the tight end, no keep. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Baker gonna give it to Irvin. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, nothing doing here. I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if the hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. Just he never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
3rd and 7. They send Godwin in motion. From the gun, it's Mayfield. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. Trying to hook up with Cade that time around. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. That's into the hands of Warner, the tight end. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Pitts is the man in motion. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he is on to punt for Atlanta. And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take it. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Alanta. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. Sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They fake the jet sweep and will hit it up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
They'll go again here with Irving. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Third down, they need 5. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll get that complete to Emeka Ibuka. He's going to have enough for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
With the middle of the field, he's got Evans. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That non-verbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. Let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got 2 options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it, or in a spot where nobody can catch it. Unfortunately for them, this time ends up being the latter.
We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Baker to throw. That one, take it in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa. Tampa.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Pretty interesting sequence of play calls here, Mike. You can tell going into this game, they felt their matchups down here deep in the tight red zone were better through the air than maybe they were necessarily on the ground. We see 2 back-to-back throws. The second one, though, results in a touchdown.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bucs will take a 7-0 lead.
Falcons nothing.
My coat, really hungry, trying to get some more. No, I pack this on. Tuck it down on this side right here. Go. If you're gonna be extra stretch on your right here, you already know. Already know how it go. Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Precious on the blow. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of C-rolls. Getting money up to a whole nother level.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Agnew on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 38-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. London brought in motion. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now he'll run.
That play had Sam written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
1 quarter in the books. The Bucs have the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line as we are ready to get back underway. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
13 more yards.
That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ground, it's Robinson. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down, they need 3. On play action, Penix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. It's incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Man, that's your biggest fear as a runner on a draw play. You get the handoff, and you're just greeted with a sight of defenders barreling towards you. At this point, you have no choice but to just go down.
4th down, the Falcons turn to Younghoe Koo for the field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Sean Tucker. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and receiver Chris Godwin set to take over again. The lead sits at 4. We'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. It's Otten in motion. On 1st down, here's Irving. And despite a nice juke, he's going to get a yard to show. 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
To Irving, and he nearly got free. But as it is, a gain of 6, it sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards, and it's 3rd down.
They send Godwin in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And now it's 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And a fair catch is taken just inside the 20-yard line. The Falcons offense headed back to take over once more. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
2nd and 11. Another run here for Robinson. And this is a slight improvement over the previous. There's not going to lose yardage. It's not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On 3rd down, Penix. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snap a nice face, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm fucking up the game. I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't showed it what they call it. She said the boom pattern. Straight from Bankhead. I said you're good at it.
On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch, taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On play action, Mayfield. He finds his tight end, Heath. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Here's Irvin. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Throwing is Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. It's a gain of 25 yards. The pickup there. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. It's a gain of 12 there. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
And the Buccaneer first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. To throw is Mayfield. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Buccaneers extend their advantage to 14-3.
14, Falcons 3.
McLaughlin now, after the score, he'll kick this one away. Ray McLeod on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Falcons offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing, and they get him down well behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He managed manages to get the throwaway and completes it. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
That's good for a Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. It's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On second down, here's Penix. He'll step up and run this. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Give left side, here comes Robinson. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yards.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
And there's a great example of the pressure altering the quarterback's plan. They need to continue to get him off his spot, continue to make him speed through those progressions. I think if they can continue to do that, they're going to find good success.
Now Penix on third and long. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Here's their punter now. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Bucs offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. The handoff, it's Irving. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back. They hold him to no gain.
It is 2nd and 9. They'll run it. It's Irving. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Left side, he's got Alanta. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down.
8 yards pick up. First down, Buccaneers.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. It's Otten in motion. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. On first and 10, here's Baker. Looking for Ibuka. He's got it again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up the second down. And they're 48 yards away.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is Mayfield. There's Evans. He's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Here's Mayfield. Now, screen set up for Irving. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and it'll stop at just over a minute remaining in this first half.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They'll motion a tight end right. Second down throw from Mayfield. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
This one broken out. It's incomplete. That's a defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
3rd down.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? They send Evans in motion. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So, Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal.
A 19-yard
This,
attempt.
about as short as you can get. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. Out of my way.
On first down, it's Penix. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. He's inside the 40, inside the 20, and they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That was some kind of run, Greg. We saw him break a tackle and then use his elusiveness to get to the end zone for the score.
Mike, for me, it's all watching his feet. I mean, look at him work. His ability to make guys miss in the open field is special. And I'll tell you what, that play, that was something to watch.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bucs extend to a 24-3 lead. All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Agnew on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Falcons offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here. Need to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. runs in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was brought down by
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
From the gun on third down, here's Penix. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. To the right, that's Pitts. He's taken down just shy of midfield. That's catch 3 just on this drop, and it gets his team a first down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, like blitzing, a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
He'll tuck it and take off. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. For the left side, he gets back to Mooney. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Robinson. And he's into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta.
That's a heck of a run right there. I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Falcons are able to edge a bit closer.
Buccaneers 24, Falcons 10.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Tucker. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bucs offense and their running back, Bucky Irving, ready to hit the field again. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. On first down is Mayfield. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up manageable second down.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. They send Godwin in motion. On second down, Baker. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
This is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities, and for an interior defensive lineman like to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line, and we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Now Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. This one caught left side by Evans. That's 19 yards for the second straight play. They are rolling. Another first down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Baker gonna give it to Irvin. And a strong first down run. Pick up of 9. Setting up second short.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
The pistol, it's Mayfield. And he's in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it, and the Buccaneers will extend this third quarter lead.
Buccaneers 31, Falcons 10.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. clock from now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Agnew on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he's going to be taken down at the 37. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
We're going to go play action with Penix. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game. It's so far off to a good start.
Gets this to about midfield. Christian Izzian there to bring him down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Penix. And he's downfield to the tight end picks. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 38 yards.
1st and 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he's into the end zone. What a response. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons are able to cut into the deficit.
31. Falcons 17.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half.
Bradley Pinion.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now it's Bucky Irving to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. run with Irving. He's able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not the second. He's taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Give an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, like, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They send Godwin in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by D. Alford.
So anytime you're really sensing pass, Mike, the first thing you want to do, flood the field with defensive backs. Good things typically happen. I mean, that's a great call there by the defensive coordinator to counter that play, because no matter where that ball was going, they had someone in the neighborhood who had a shot of making the play and getting them off the field.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. They run over center with Robinson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. First down, Atlanta. First down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
At the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On play action, Penix. That's into the hands of Warner, the tight end. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. This tackle is made here at the 3-yard line.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
He's got another one. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Here's Coop for the extra point.
The point after.
The kick is good. And the Falcons will cut the deficit to 7.
31. Falcons 24.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the 1st half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Irving now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. Now, screen set up for Irving. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind him, and that's the landmark of the screen. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
A 2nd down throw from Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down. They send Godwin in motion. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
The thing is, the offense comes to the sideline now. The quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The Buccaneers just getting their punter out there. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll throw. It's Penix. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Robinson. Not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Penix on 3rd down. Oh, not a good throw there. Across his body, it's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. Have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They go play action with Mayfield. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
So every team practices this on both sides of the ball. They call it sudden change. So in this case, the offense takes the field quickly following the defensive takeaway. And now you want to get off to a fast start, generate a quick play, and spark your possession. And it's exactly what they're able to do here, picking up that first down.
He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
At the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 9. That's Ibuka in motion. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Mayfield. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. Sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
It's Otten in motion. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Got a man! It's Ibuka! Complete! They get 12 yards on that pass. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
First down, Buccaneers.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock. There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter, and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws, and as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
On 2nd down, a run with Irvin. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
To the left side, to Godwin. And very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage, or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. Agnew on the return. Ooh. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. They'll throw on first down with Penix. To the right, that's Pitts. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On second down, Penix. He'll air it out down the middle. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Ray McLeod was the one he was looking for there. And third down coming up. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. That's Hassan Reddick getting in there to bring him down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Falcons send their punting unit out as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work, and this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. On first down, here's Irving. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On second down, Baker. They'll try to hit him with a screen. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. They send Godwin in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He takes off.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain him. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
3rd and 7. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. And this is going to be incomplete. And it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Fair catch signals, and they'll have it just outside their own 20.
1st and 10.
The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. The play fake. It's Mayfield. Pass thrown deep for Godwin. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
It's Otten in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back, looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Baker to throw. That's hot. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They get an even 20 on that ball. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Baker going to tap this one forward. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense. No gain.
Well, that defense had that edge from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
Throwing is Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 32 yards.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. And able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack. So don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you've got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive and some points.
Goal. To throw is Mayfield. He's got it at the 3. And he will score again. Mike Evans. Touchdown Buccaneers. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Here's McLaughlin now, half the score. He'll kick this one away. McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Falcons offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Its metal brain corrodes.
From the gun, it's Penix. He'll step up and run, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a 1st down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Penix. That is brought in. And we'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 39 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So they move inside the 20. First and 10 at the 18. Now Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
A bit of a risky throw there, Mike. You don't love to see a quarterback force the ball, especially into a crowded area. In the end, I think he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Now Penix to throw on second down. And the left first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Second and goal.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Michael Penix. Touchdown Atlanta. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
On is Kuhn for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Falcons are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Buccaneers 41, Falcons 31.
Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Get your money up. I'm gonna run it down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with
The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. This is Irving. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. Brings up second down.
So, from 37, here's second down and 5. They'll go again here with Irving. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Now, screen set up for Irving. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down. ready to send this one away.
For Tampa Bay.
As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Falcons offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll step up and run this. And he'll give himself up here. It's a gain of 5 on 1st down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
It is 2nd down and 5. To throw is Penix. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. 13 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Penix. To the outside. Catch made by London. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs. Just as importantly, stop the clock.
Out breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Again, it's Penix. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn it to a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's 2nd down. They'll throw. It's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Penix gonna throw again. And he's gonna slide down with the 1st down inside the 5. So a win here for the visiting Bucs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.